Ladies and gentlemen, may I direct your attention to something quite extraordinary.
Hello, my spooky friend. I am here to haunt you. I'm here to hypnotize you with my dark magic. I'm just kidding. I am here to recommend you some spooky books for this upcoming Halloween. So, welcome to my second channel and welcome to my favorite time of the month. I love Halloween, I love fall, and there is something so cozy and comfy about reading spooky books during this season that is unparalleled. And I'm here to recommend you some of my favorite spooky books for this season. So, please subscribe my channel and stay tuned. First, I have to talk about the book I'm currently reading, House of Hollow. I'm only 80 pages in and I am so invested in the plot. Look at the cover. This screams fall for me. I mean, I was very intrigued when I saw this cover and the plot is mind-blowing. It's so eerie and weird. So, the plot deals with three sisters who got missing in their childhood suddenly, and after a month they reappeared and they have no memory of what happened to them. They became very strange. People think they were abducted by aliens or creatures because they have gained some superpowers, and they look very different. The color of their pupil has changed, their hair color has changed. So a lot of things has happened to them, but nobody knows what exactly happened. And in the present time, one of the sisters is missing. So it's very, very engaging and it's just perfect for this season. I can't wait to finish this. My second recommendation is Rebecca. I have just finished this book, and this book has initially considered a gothic romance, but it's more than that. It has delved deep into the psyche of a woman who is obsessed with her husband's first wife who is dead, and everything about Rebecca, the wife, literally intrigues this woman, our narrator, and she can't get Rebecca out of her head. And Rebecca, though not alive, is always present in this big mansion, and it's just perfect. I stayed late at night to finish this book because I couldn't just put it down. I have shot a detailed vlog also with this book. I'm hoping to release that vlog soon. Rebecca is a classic for a reason because it deals with the inferiority complex many women have. Like, how many times you have looked at the magazine, looked at the beautiful skin and body of a supermodel and thought like, oh my god, if I had this and if I was this perfect. So this complex, this deep-rooted complex expressed very beautifully in this book, and also the way the story is narrated, it gives you a very uncomfortable feeling, like you know something is wrong but you are not sure what exactly it is. You can't point it out but you can feel it, you can smell it in the air. So yes, this is perfect for fall and Halloween, and I had this book for like 4 or 5 years on my shelf, and I was just waiting for the right time, and I am so glad that I finished it. The next book on my list is another favorite book of mine, and it's Charlie Jackson, We Have Always Lived in the Castle. Again, an unreliable narrator. Is very different, very weird from the crowd, and she stands out, and her parents have died mysteriously, and her sister, her elder sister, is blamed for poisoning them, and now she lives with her sister and her uncle who is also sick, and her cat. You can see her, the cat here, and they are very different. People mostly avoid them. They live in this castle, and she can't relate to the people of the town. Shirley Jackson has a very different way of executing horror because she doesn't provide you cheap thrills. She has this command on her reader's mind, and you just have to commit to the world she's presenting to you. And I'm so eager to read this again because it is one of those books that makes you forget your reality and that sucks you in this world. The atmosphere of this book is out of the world. I can imagine curling up in my bed with this book and just ignoring every call. It's so good. I don't have the physical copy of my next recommendation. It's Piranesi by Susanna Clark. The less you know about this book is better. We are following our narrator Piranesi, and he is living in this huge mansion, which is filled with big statues of different kind of species. There are men, women, and other stuff as well. And he is an unreliable narrator. Again, my favorite trope. And he knows everything about this mansion. Its maze-like halls, its passages, its doorways, and I think the less you know about this book is going to make your reading experience better, because you slowly discover his world, and his memory is very unique and very different from a normal regular person of a real world. So at first you may find yourself very confused, but I urge you to read till the end to discover what's actually happening, because I have never read something like that. This book is another example of a fiction that makes me realize that why I love reading books so much, because the experience as a reader when I read this book is unparalleled. I can't compare anything with this book. It made me so amazed and happy, and I I can't express it in my words, because it's whimsical, it's beautiful, it's mysterious, it gives you dark academia vibe, but the literary aspect of this book is so rich that it will make you go back to the book, and it will make you think about the book after finishing it. Next, I want to recommend a mystery thriller by Agatha Christie. It's a standalone thriller and it's Endless Night. We are following a simple rich girl who is in love with the man of her dream, and they get married and they move to this gypsy acre, which is a haunted place, and many things start happening, and the locals start offending her, and they start threatening her, and she's so scared, and on the only support she has is from her husband, and a woman who used to be her companion, she moves in with her, but then she starts this difficulties in the relationship, because their friendship and their bonding starts bothering the husband. But it's more than that, and the twist is so good. It's jaw-dropping, it's unexpected, and it's very different from. This is not one of my favorite Agatha Christie, but I'm just glad that she has tried something new and different from her usual style, and it worked. My next recommendation is another thriller, as it's the one. I don't usually read thrillers, but the premise of this book is so interesting. So there is an app which decide who is your biological match by comparing your DNA, and they claim that there is only one person who can be your soulmate, and they will help you to find out. It's like a Tinder, but a biological Tinder, because we are following 5 such couples who have just found out their match, and there is a serial killer who is matched with an investigating officer. So I think that's all you need to know about this book before going into it, because you're a fan of Netflix's Black Mirror, you will find this interesting. If you are not a big fan of spooky or horror books during this season, and if you just want something sweet and cozy, I have a graphic novel recommendation for you, and it's Shades by Brenna Thumbler. I wholeheartedly adored this book. I have discovered this book because of BookTube, and the artwork of this book is so beautiful, so colorful, and we are following a girl and her friend, this cute little ghost, and they have a past, they have a connection with each other, but slowly their bond will become very strong, and they will fight together, and it's just so sweet. It brings smile to my face. So yeah, please read this one. I love it. Last recommendation of this video is Olivia Blake's Master of Death. If you are someone who doesn't care much about the plot and who love intriguing characters, then I think this one is for you. We are following a bunch of characters. There are celestial beings, there are vampires, there are demons, there are Death himself, and many other angels, archangels, and all. And they are kind of dealing with something that I can't reveal, and there is a game that is involved. It's kind of gambling, but it's very serious gambling. I don't know, whenever I try to explain this book's plot, I just can't because this doesn't have any specific plot line. But I enjoyed this book. I have rated this 3 stars and I loved the characters and their chemistry. I sometimes cried. I enjoyed each and every chapter. This is a book that doesn't go anywhere, like that doesn't give you any big reveal or solution or anything else, but it just feels. So if you are someone who loves reading about bunch of interesting characters and who love vampire stories, ghost stories, and angels, then I think this should be your pick. So this was my Halloween recommendation, the ultimate Halloween reading guide. And if you have loved this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. I have another channel where I make videos in Bengali because I am a worm. And I have just started this channel to talk about other books which are not Bengali books. So if you are interested in this type of content, please subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Read many books and stay. Ta-da.